So, my theme is the power of honest and inspired stories. I will start with a simple presentation. I'm Tiago Monteiro. I born on 3rd June 1992, Vila Nova de Gaia, here in Porto. I have a degree in multimedia, post-graduation in image design for the Fine Arts faculty. 5 years ago, I co-founded Armazém Criativo with other 3 co-founders. I think my main skills are photography and video production. And our main clients at Armazém Criativo are some national major brands and startups. Boring. No, I'm not here to tell, this is not my presentation. I think this is not an inspiring presentation. Might be an honest one, but no inspiring at all. So let's rewind. Let's go to the first slide. So today I'm here to talk to you about how an honest experience could be transformed in an impactful and inspiring story, and also how could be the best starting point to create something that is valuable. First of all, we must value ourselves, our story. That is our branding. So now I will tell you who I think I really am. So, really, who I am. I'm Tiago Monteiro, but my friends call me Monteiro, Montas, TT, and other strange names that you don't want to know. And no, I'm not this guy on the left, not Tiago Monteiro, the former Formula 1 driver that everybody says, oh yeah, you are Tiago Monteiro for Formula 1. No, I'm not, no. I'm tired about that joke, okay? Stop it. I'm 26 years old. Besides this old face, I'm a young adult with 26 years old, and I'm a 90s kid. Yeah, cheers to that. Who else here is here in 90s? Born in 90s? Okay, in 80s? Okay. I'm still a young person. I have too much to learn. So I love to travel, meeting new people and cultures, but I will always keep falling in love with Porto and its people. And of course, with the best club in the world, FC Porto. I come from a humble family, born in Aforada, a small land known by its fish, river and sea tradition, from the other side of the river in Gaia. Since youth, that I always liked technology, video games and other digital related stuff. I remember that when I was in school with 10, 11 years old, I was one of the first kids with a quality internet connection. Besides that, all my friends had cable TV, and I was only with the 4 Portuguese TV channels. From there, I started to have early access to new reality as movies, international TV series, music, books, etc. With that, I also started to learn new tools, for example, Photoshop and web-related software with video tutorials and text tutorials. So, in high school, naturally, I've created a special connection for this area. And in high school, I chose informatics to study before going to college. My goal back then was to become a web developer or a web designer. It's my class. It's me, with 16 years old, with no bird. However, I went to college, but however, on the first year of college, I had contact with photography and video license. After that, I started to develop a special interest for the audiovisual. And I soon understood that it could be the beginning of a professional career. I did an internship in a film production company, and it was really helpful to start my career. At the same time that I was working on my internship, emerged the opportunity to start a project with other 3 colleagues from my degree. It was the very beginning of the foundation of my company, Armazém Criativo. With 21 years old, I faced myself with the company, and logically the biggest and the hardest challenge so far in my life. From 5 years, I had the opportunity to work with major brands as well as startups, which ones I have a special feeling to help them reaching its objectives, because they are small but with a lot of dreams to achieve. Now, to close my story, I'll show you a small video reel that resumed our last 5 years. This video was made this video was made in the beginning or at the end of 2017. We now have more projects. Wait for the final of the year. So, I told you my story. Now let's apply this ideology to our work as creatives. Since early, that communication of majority brands, more specifically in advertising, show us that their products were a piece of strength, beauty, and success, in a way that I consider is exaggerated in the general times. Their main objective was to create a mislead perception of the products, creating a feel of perfection in our brains. It was created the theory that a product, to be impactful and successful, it must be seen at least 7 times, to create a brain-product relationship between the product and the brain with ourselves. I bring 3 case studies that I think important to understand this difference between inspirational stories and non-inspirational stories. The first case study is a comparison between 2 brands. They play in the same segment of markets, and they did these 2 campaigns on the same year. So it's easier to compare them and understand the difference. Let's start with Nivea campaign.
So quick. Sammen med meg. Not greasy at all.
Oppdag en ny måte å gi fuktighet i huden med Nivea In Shower Body Lotion. Vask først med vanlig dusjsåpe. Påfør deretter på fuktig hud. Den virker på få sekunder. Skyll av igjen, og huden vil føles myk og deilig i mer enn 24 timer. Og du kan kle på deg med en gang. Nivea In Shower Body Lotion.
And this campaign was made for Dove. The other one was made for Nivea. This one was made for Dove on the same year, 2014.
I'm a forensic artist. Worked for the San Jose Police Department from 1995 to 2011.
I showed up to a place I'd never been, and there was a guy with a drafting board.
We couldn't see them, they couldn't see us.
Tell me about your hair.
I didn't know what he was doing, but then I could tell after several questions that he was drawing me.
Tell me about your chin.
It kind of protrudes a little bit, especially when I smile.
Your jaw.
My mom told me I had a big jaw.
What would be your most prominent feature?
I kind of have a fat, rounder face.
The older I've gotten, the more freckles I've gotten.
I would say I have a pretty big forehead.
Once I get a sketch, I say thank you very much, and then they leave. I don't see them.
All I had been told before the sketch was to get friendly with this other woman, Chloe.
Today I'm going to ask you some questions about a person you met earlier, and I'm going to ask you some general questions about their face.
She was thin, so you could see her cheekbones. And her chin, it was a nice, thin chin.
She had nice eyes. They lit up when she spoke.
Cute nose.
She had blue eyes, very nice blue eyes.
So here we are. This is the sketch that you helped me create, and that's a sketch that somebody described of you.
So yeah, that's...
She looks closed off and fatter, sadder too. The second one looks more open, friendly, and happy.
I should be more grateful of my natural beauty. It impacts the choices and the friends that we make, the jobs we apply for, how we treat our children. It impacts everything. It couldn't be more critical to your happiness.
Do you think you're more beautiful than you say?
Yeah. Yeah.
We spend a lot of time as women analyzing and trying to fix the things that aren't quite right. And we should spend more time appreciating the things that we do like.
So we relate more with the first video. We relate more with the second one. Woman and man, but woman. Yeah. Here I have some difference that I wrote, and that explain the difference of the two campaigns. On Nivea, we have smiles everywhere, meaningless content, top model woman, exaggerated actions, product placement, and Dove worked with common and real people, real world problems, emotional content, honest approach, no product placement. On the first one, you have the product placement everywhere, smiles everywhere. When we are taking our paths, we are not always smiling. It's fake. And the other one is more, I think, it's more true, and I think you can get it by the videos. Results. The first one had just a regular campaign with normal results, and the other one, it was a world success. Curiously, it was developed by a Portuguese creative director, Hugo Veiga. That is, for many people, is like the best creative director in the world, and he is a creative director of one of the biggest agents in the world, the KKWay. And back then, it was really a success. And today I was searching for some results and something about this campaign. And nowadays, it's spoken like it was 5 years ago or 4 years ago. I bring you another campaign made by Twitter, and this one was a recent one, here in 2018. I think it finished last week or this week. I will pass the video to explain what the campaign was.
I have heard about the account. People that I know have had it for shorter periods. And then when I got the question, I accepted it.
Yeah, I'm very proud of Sweden, and I just was delighted to be able to show the world what I think of Sweden.
I hope to be able to speak on a global scale, showing that the Swedish perspective is not one, but thousands.
In my own Twitter handle, I do a lot of jokes, and I write about science. So I did this as Sweden as well, but I did a little bit more jokes that were Sweden related.
Of course I shared a little bit extra. Like I don't always post pictures of the Swedish nature and post it on Twitter, because that would get old really fast, I guess. But okay, no, it wouldn't. Swedish nature is amazing. I could probably post that every day and that would never get old.
Not like in a preachy way, but in a fun way to inform people more about Scandinavia and the good things and stuff like that.
So I had prepared a lot of tweets already. I had prepared a lot of threads already. 2 days before I was to sign on, I had to change all of my material. I decided to fact-check Trump during this time, and I did it with only public sources and information that anyone can reach.
One of the big things that went actually quite viral, that had quite a lot of likes, was my little tip for making your own vegetable stock.
Of course, there was a lot of backlash, like, oh, this girl is not Swedish, what a monkey, you know, she can't be Sweden. Instead of calling them out or being angry, I want to understand people and I want them to actually change, not just for it to be an echo chamber of insults being thrown at each other, because that's not how we move forward. What we'll have is a ripple effect of people being impacted and then spreading the word in other ways, not only social media. At their family table, with their friends, at a party. Hey, Sweden, oh, did you know this about Sweden? I saw this when I followed the Sweden account on Twitter. You know, it stays with them as an individual.
So, Sweden, the country, gave the account of their Twitter to 3084 curators that are regular citizens like we are. So they have like an informatic engineer managing the account, they have a farmer managing the account, they have administrative managing the account, and the all population, it's not all the population, but they are representing so many persons of the population to manage their Twitter account. And I think it's more honest of this. I think it cannot be. You see like people taking photos of the national products. You see movies. You see a lot of things. They are promoting their own culture, and by the citizens itself. I think it's really inspiring, and it's really honest to do. It has great results. I think it ended this week, the campaign, and it's been speaking all around the world. Let's return to Keynote. Next one is and the last one. Oh. I have to go here. It's from Decathlon. Decathlon United. And they made a website with inspiring stories of the workers, of their workers all around the world. So you enter the website and you'll find testimonials For example, here we love sports. Let's go this one. Where am I seeing? So that's modeled by Margot, working at Decathlon for 10 years. And they made a campaign using the stories of their workers and their inspiring stories that they have in different areas. This one is in sports, but you have another areas to explore. And they told a whole story, and they make a movie for everyone who participated in this project. And I think it's very honest too, and very inspirational. And I think it brings great results to the brands. So, for the conclusion, let's return to Keynote. So, this type of content is increasingly gaining strength in the public because of human evolution, the intellect, and other things. My final message is that we must push ourselves to create more impactful content whenever it's possible, so we can also turn our world a little less plastic and a little more inspiring. You have the power, let's do it together, let's do it better stories. That's all.